Hello guys, welcome back to Being Mrs. Fraser, or welcome if you are new. If you are new, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button, come along and join my YouTube family. I'm so grateful that you guys are all here with me today. I have been looking forward to this video for quite some time. It is finally time to decorate for fall. Now, you might be wondering why I'm saying finally. Well, that's because I keep seeing other people decorate and I'm like, you know what? I don't care what it feels like outside. We're gonna go ahead and decorate. Now, I know some of you up in the north are getting some pretty crisp mornings. However, here in Florida, we are still not quite there. We are definitely in the 90s still. So it probably won't cool off for a while unless this hurricane brings in some cool air, but we shall see. I'm going to go ahead and start here in the dining room. I did just want to give you guys a before, just to kind of give you, an idea of the space that we are going to be working with today. As you can tell, my dining room and kitchen are kind of conjoined here, but we do have such a small space, so this table is kind of small. If you're wondering why there are 6 benches, we are a family of 6. We have me and my husband, and then our 4 kiddos. And quite honestly, I'm only doing a place setting for 4. Purely because 6 wouldn't fit, but that's okay. I just wanted to give you guys some inspiration, possibly on how you could decorate your table. I absolutely love how this turned out. I'm using these faux leather animal shape, pig and cow shape placemats that I found at Hobby Lobby. Now, they are part of the spring decor that they had, so I'm not sure if you're going to be able to find them anymore. But I thought that they would be perfect for my fall place setting. Now, I will say that I do have some chickens as well, or hens, that I think that I have some ideas for the spring. So make sure you're subscribed and definitely come back for that time. Definitely come back before that though. We have a lot to look forward to now that we are heading into the Burr months, if you will. September, October, November, and December. We have a lot of decorating coming up and I cannot wait. But anyway, we're just going to go ahead and get finished setting the table here. I do want to use some napkins. These napkins kind of help pull the stripes from the table runner. So I just thought I could help that incorporate the new fall decor in with my original or older everyday decor.
I don't know what it is you do. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Just tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire.
The fun thing about the fabric or cloth napkins is you can kind of fold them any which way you want. I just wanted kind of a hint of the color sticking out, but I didn't want to cover the beauty of these plates. I found these plates at Hobby Lobby in the fall decor area and I absolutely love them. I think they're called Fall Harvest if I remember correctly. So I didn't want to cover them up because I think they are beautiful and I just wanted to add a little bit of color again to pull from that table runner. So you can definitely fold your napkins in all sorts of different ways. As you saw, I was kind of going back and forth with what I wanted to do. I couldn't fully decide, but I did decide to just kind of go at a cross like an angle here. I thought it just kind of gave it a little bit of interest to the space, but it didn't take away from the look of the actual plate. So now I just want to add a little bit of decor in the center here. I found these beautiful glass pumpkins at Michael's. The vase, if I remember right, is from a few years ago, from Lowe's, I think. So, and then I also just wanted to put some dried floral. Now, I struggle with fake flowers. I am not your faux flower girl. I'm not a flower girl in general. So it is what it is. But I do absolutely love dried flowers. If you guys saw my Americana decor video, I used some dry baby's breath and lavender that I actually picked up on Amazon of all places. Amazon has a lot of dry florals. You would be so surprised. There's actually some little like wedding boutonnieres on there that would be perfect for a fall wedding. But anyway, I did pick these up from Michael's, and I think that they just helped bring that orange color into the table for fall. And the dried florals, I think, just really help make it feel like fall without, you know, being too much, which again, I don't really care a whole lot for florals. So if that is you, try some dried twigs or not twigs, but like some dried florals pieces, and kind of see if that helps. That way it kind of adds another element. I like adding different texture and that to my decor, but yet keeping them all kind of in a similar color, as you can see.
You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say, babe, you're the rose.
So we're moving into the living room, and as you can see, my regular everyday decor is pretty neutral. I do that on purpose so that way when holidays come, that is when I add color. I don't like color all the time necessarily. You know, other than like this brown color or camel color that you see on the pillows for the leather or in the cow hide on the floor. I like to keep it pretty neutral though. I would like to add some more plants, but I am not a good plant mom. So yeah, we're working on that, but we're not quite there. So anyway, again, I did just want to give you kind of a before so you can kind of get an idea of the items that I have. Now I'm going to start here on this blanket ladder. I love blanket ladders. I do not love this blanket. This blanket is probably a little too fluffy for my liking, and I was definitely having some struggles with trying to get it styled on here. I wish that I could find another blanket similar to the one that you see sitting on the TV stand, the black and white one there, more textured like that, but with the oranges in it. I think that would be absolutely beautiful and would look so good on the blanket stand. Now I like to do like one that's more folded perfectly, if you will, and the other one just kind of tossed up there. I feel like it definitely just kind of gives that cozy vibe. You know, it's not quite perfect, but it still looks nice, but still gives those cozy, comfy, you know, warm feelings.
Radio loud, yeah, we get wet with the top down, but I don't care, as long as I got you right here with
me. And again, I was really struggling here too with this bucket. I knew when I bought these pumpkins, which I found these at Kirkland's, I knew that this is where I wanted to use them. I wanted them for this bucket. I initially wanted to like fill the bucket with pumpkins, so it was kind of just overflowing and just super cute. I just wanted my house basically to scream pumpkins. That was kind of the theme, if you will, this year. I like to look on Pinterest for ideas. If you have an area in your house that is specific, like, you know, blanket ladder with bucket, or blanket ladder decor, or bucket decor, fall bucket decor, you know, inspiration, stuff like that. Pinterest is really the way to go. There was quite a few ideas that I found off on Pinterest, and it really just got the juices flowing for me, the creativity flowing, if you will. Because honestly, I was on the struggle bus. My mind has been in a fog for a while now with everything getting back to school, and then we all got sick. And now with this hurricane that's coming, it's my mind's been kind of a mess. So I really needed to get this decorating done to kind of just help refresh the house, get my mind off of things, and just get a restart. So again, I was kind of in a fog, kind of having a brain fart, and so I went on Pinterest, kind of searched around for different things that kind of fit into what I wanted my, I guess, theme, and then also fit in with like my, I don't even know what my decor would be considered, modern farmhouse slash boho slash farmhouse slash western, I don't even know, but I just wanted it to kind of all fit and flow together. And so when I found some ideas on Pinterest, it really helped just getting those juices flowing, the creativeness just kind of flowing. So if you're kind of in a struggle bus, or you know, you're kind of at a point where you're like, okay, what do I do here? Try Pinterest. You know, if I don't help you out today, I hope that I do inspire you in some aspect, to help you with your designs. But if there's something that you didn't see, you know, maybe you have an area of your house that I don't have, maybe you have a China hutch or something like that I no longer have, definitely check Pinterest. Pinterest is a great resource for a lot of things. I kind of just moved on from the blanket ladder area. I was getting so frustrated with it that I was like, you know what? I'm just going to move along and keep going, because that way I knew that I could come back to it once I came along. You know, if you just keep going, sometimes it'll help like spark an idea for a different area. So I definitely go back and fix all that. So make sure you stay till the end so you guys can see how the final design came out, because I absolutely love what I ended up doing. And I did, you know, spoiler alert, I did change it up a little bit. So even in this area here on the TV stand, I changed it up a little bit as well. So you're gonna initially see me decorate it, and then I will go, and then in the final look you'll see what I changed. Sometimes I do that though, like even after I'll decorate everything and then I'll let it sit for a day or two, and then I'm like, okay, I need to change this or change that. And you know what, that's the beauty of decor, is that you can always move stuff around or add to it or take away. I always make sure that I keep pieces. I have a couple totes in our shed. My husband's like, why are you keeping this if you're not using it? Well, you never know. I might end up using it. And honestly, I did end up using a lot of non-fall decor pieces in my fall decor this year. So we're going to go ahead and move on over to this area now. Again, these are just a bunch of fall or dried flowers. I'm losing my words. If you guys are been here, you guys know that I like stumble across my words all the time. But anyway, they're dried florals, straw, cattails, you know, stuff like that. that I found on Amazon, and I do have an Amazon storefront if you guys are interested in anything. If I don't have it linked below in the description. A lot of things do come from Amazon, and if they don't, then I try to find something and I will put those in my Amazon storefront. I do get a small commission from those Amazon items if you buy anything off of my links. Now, don't worry though, it is at no extra cost to you. But anyway, going back to the decor, now that I got off on a little bit of a sidetrack trip there, I'm just separating down these dried pieces. The ones that I'm putting off to the side, I just didn't want on this area anymore. I just felt like it was just not what I was looking for this look. So I did separate everything down, and I thought I wanted to use it in another area later on, so make sure you stick around.
But I don't have to be chasing every dream that I have. Oh, no. 'Cause the thing is, I've got more love here than I can bear. Ooh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know.
Tip from Tammy: if you like, if your style is like boho or farmhouse, definitely find some old pieces. And when I say old, I mean like antique, vintage. It really helps, in my opinion, to just bring in that extra coziness up for fall decor. Now you'll see these brown jars are actually, they're old, but they're not vintage old. They are just pieces that I've had around for a few years that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, which they do still currently sell. I have seen them every year since I've bought them. But the little stand that the middle one is standing on, that is an actual vintage piece that I found at our local antiques place. Same with this toolbox. This is an old toolbox that came from there. I just like kind of, I guess, the beat up look of it. I think it just kind of helps add character to your decor. Again, with the warmth and coziness, there's just something about a good vintage piece, a good wooden vintage piece that just really gives me all the vibes that I'm looking for. Also, another tip, as you saw, I put a towel underneath to kind of help lift up these pumpkins. That is basically just kind of a filler. I don't have any craft foam or floral foam or anything like that, and so that's why I use towels. So if you're ever looking for a filler instead of, you know, buying more pumpkins or something like that, try using a rolled up towel. It probably would have even worked if I used like a bath towel or something like that. But see, you can't even see it, so it really doesn't even matter what color it is. I just used actually a Christmas hand towel and then some of the leftover cloth napkins to fill that space.
Felt like we had it all. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark. Whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, 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 whoa.
Another thing I like to do while decorating is just kind of stepping back and taking a look and seeing if it looks cohesive, if it looks okay. Because sometimes when you're right up on your display or what you're decorating, it looks different than when you take a step back. So make sure that you're constantly just stepping back, kind of looking at what you have up. I also like to do kind of a rule of 3 when it comes to items. I know I kind of broke my rule on the stand, but it works out because like with these glass jars and then having that little stool looking thing with the pumpkins that I moved. I'm gonna move them back, don't worry. It kind of gives like a three-piece. It brings your eye to the stool with the pumpkins and then kind of out to the glass vases beside it. So I kind of decorated this space in 3 different looks, but they're kind of all cohesive because I'm using similar or the same items. So if you have like a long bar like this, it definitely makes it easier to kind of break it down into little sections, which is kind of, like I said, what I did. It made it easier instead of trying to decide what I wanted clear across it and just making the project smaller. So if you have like shelves, you know, go shelf by shelf instead of making it like, oh, I got to do this whole project. Just break it down into smaller projects and it makes it easier to decorate. But then again, back up, take a look, make sure it still looks cohesive after you're done decorating each section.
Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to, never wanted to end it like we did. I guess shit happens for a reason, but it's like something feels different from back then. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to, honestly I'm open wide.
Alrighty, so that's gonna be the look for the living room. I am really loving how a lot of this is just turning out. It looks super cute and it's definitely going the way that I was wanting it to. So I'm hoping that this is really helping you guys. You know, again, this would be so easy too if you wanted to keep a lot of these same pieces for when Halloween comes around. You could change out a few pieces, key pieces, like even like this pillow for a Halloween pillow, or the blanket. You could change out the orange for some black, like a black blanket. And even so, just adding a few maybe little ghosts here and there or little bats here and there. It definitely makes it real easy to add those different items to switch over from fall to Halloween, and then you could always take those Halloween items back out and then you still are decorated for fall once Halloween is over. But now we're gonna go ahead and move on to this last space here. I love this vintage scale. If you haven't figured it out yet, I am all about old things. So I was on the struggle bus with this. I bought this scale. I knew what I wanted it for. I wanted to put some dried florals in it, but I cannot find the dried florals that I want. So I have this vintage wooden scoop here that I bought when I bought the scale. So I thought I would try to add that to it, and I was just struggling, but I just decided to go ahead and fix it and throw the pumpkins in there, and you know what? It looks okay. Do I love it? No, but I will probably, if I ever come across what I'm looking for, I will probably change that. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was somewhat inspiring. Go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and come back next time because, again, I have a lot of more inspiration for you guys. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
I was promised as a token from above, mother, son, sticking